presentation of WGN Sports.
Park in Pittsburgh. We're set for Cubs baseball tonight on WGN Sports. The Cubs have dropped 3 in a row, including the first 2 games of this series. They've got a 4-game lead in the division, however, after the Brewers lost in Cincinnati earlier today. Great to have you with us, Jim DeShays and Len Casper. This is a quick 4-game trip. Cubs will head home after tomorrow night to play the Brewers, but first things first. Game 3 tonight. Cubs haven't scored a lot here lately, but it's not because of Chris Bryant.
No, Chris Bryant is having a very good second half of the season. He's been really good against the Pirates throughout his career. He's a .387 lifetime hitter against the Buccos, .415 here at PNC Park. In this series, 4 out of 8 with 3 doubles, a single. He has scored a run. He continues to really own the Pirate pitching staff.
Last year when he won the MVP award, he had a .939 OPS. This year, and he probably won't win the award, his OPS is .940. Pitching matchup tonight, it'll be left-hander Jose Quintana against hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Cole. And for Quintana, just continues to get to know the National League.
Yeah, and this will be his second consecutive start against the Pirates. Since joining the Cubs, he's won 5 games, most wins among National League left-handers since the break. He trails only Gio Gonzalez and Patrick Corbin. It's been a mixed bag in terms of the quality of stuff we've seen from Quintana so far. Last time, really good.
So Quintana will try to break the Cubs' 3-game losing streak. They've had some issues with the Pirates this year, just 8-9 versus Pittsburgh through the first 17 games. Cubs and Bucks next. In Chicago, Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, America's other national pastime. This Bud's for you. Honda, great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. State Farm, here to help protect the things you've worked really hard for with home and auto insurance. Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Wendy's, choose a junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And World Series champion Chicago Cubs baseball in sparkling high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Cole will face this Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup. John Jay in the leadoff spot. Tommy La Stella recently made 4 consecutive starts. He's in there batting second. Bryant, Rizzo, Ian Happ is in center. He's a Pittsburgh native. Alex Avila will do the catching. Jason Hayward is in right. The shortstop Javier Baez bats 8th. Jose Quintana will hit 9th.
Pirates defensively, Marte McCutcheon and the rookie Luplow in the outfield. Freeze, Mercer, Rodriguez, Osuna third to first. Chris Stewart behind the plate, and here comes Garrett Cole.
First pitch strike on John Jay.
Cole 11 up 9 down with a 4.11 ERA. He's making his 29th start.
Swing and a miss on a good curveball from Cole. It is Roberto Clemente Day around baseball. And that has special meaning here in Pittsburgh, where Clemente starred before his tragic death 45 years ago. Great to have his son here tonight. Cole's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the first out. This is Luis Clemente throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Josh Harrison honored as the Pirates nominee for the Clemente Award. Anthony Rizzo is the Cubs award winner. And usually it's before a World Series game. The MLB award winner will be named in a couple of months.
Yeah, last year it was Curtis Granderson won that award.
Swinging strike on Tommy La Stella.
Would have been fitting had Luis thrown that ball from right field.
Yeah. Well, the wall height in right here is 21 feet in honor of Clemente.
And they've got his number painted on the grass out in right field.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
Cole's got electric stuff.
Time now for your game time conditions, brought to you by Fox Ford. 67 degrees. Very comfortable tonight with a sweatshirt on or light jacket. Fox Ford, your downtown Chicago dealer. Check us out at foxfordchicago.com. Garrett Cole has always been a hard thrower, but he's got more than just the fastball, JD. I noticed he's throwing his changeup more often this year.
Using the change a little bit more. He likes to bury the breaking ball down and in on left-handed hitters. Numbers wise, he's kind of pitched beneath his stuff this year. I mean, this is the guy, you know, elite stuff, one of the best arms in all of baseball. That 4.11 ERA is the highest of his career. He debuted in 2013, lifetime 58 and 39 with a 3.43.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bryant waits on deck. Just getting started tonight. Pirates won the first 2 games. And everybody thought that was strike 3 except for Paul Nauert, who makes those calls. I think even La Stella was a little surprised.
Yeah, Tommy's starting to head back to the dugout. Kind of sold it well.
Ball 4. Cubs have a base runner. Pirates playing spoiler at this point. Nauert back at the plate. Roberto Ortiz at first. Chris Guccione and Dana DeMuth second and third respectively. I mentioned in the open the Brewers lost again. They got swept in Cincinnati. They'll be off tomorrow. So they have dropped to 4 games back. The Cardinals are 4 games behind the Cubs. They've won 3 in a row, and they'll be in San Diego later tonight. Well, they've been in San Diego, but they'll be there again. Matt Garza had another rough outing, and Luis Castillo, I guess it's his final start of the year, and it was a dandy. And in that game, the Reds lost Billy Hamilton. He's got a broken thumb on his left hand. It's not necessarily the case he'll be done for the season, but that is a bad break, literally and figuratively, for the Major League stolen base leader.
Well, with expanded rosters, you don't have to put him on the disabled list, so they could wrap up his hand and let him pinch run.
No swing by Chris. Power slider from Garrett Cole reaching 90 miles an hour. 2 balls and a strike.
He's been known to reach 100 miles per hour with his fastball. Sits comfortably 96, 97.
Long pause before the pitch. Missed again. 3-1.
He has the kind of stuff where if you're a scout, you might say, hey, this guy's good enough to be the #1 pick in the country. And indeed he was in 2011.
Out of UCLA.
Last year, 2015, he was a 19-game winner with a 2.60 earned run average.
I mentioned his numbers a little off this season. The home run rate way up. He gave up 11 home runs that year. You mentioned 2015 and 208 innings. He's already allowed 27 this season.
Yeah, and I think home runs obviously are up all over baseball. I would guess, without crunching the numbers, about 3/4 of the pitchers in the game are going to set their career high in terms of home run rate.
Let's see if Listella will be on the move here. Trying to stay out of a double play. Not running. Ball 4, and Cole not real happy right now. A couple of pitches haven't gone his way. And Paul Nauert letting him have it. Well, Cole said something first, but Nauert responded.
Yeah, I thought I heard Cole bark. He's clearly frustrated. The pitch to Listella appeared to be a really good pitch. This one, I think, was down. It's not a horrible pitch, but that's not one you expect to get. Well, Stewart thought he had him. Stewart came out pumping his fist. Yeah, so, trying to break down Cole, looking at his numbers, he's had a number of really ugly starts this year. He had a 6.17 ERA in June.
Conversation continues. Notice how Anthony stepped out to let them finish. That's a strike.
It's a heavily left-handed leaning lineup for the Cubs tonight, as you would expect against a power right-hander. Lefty's hitting .280 against Cole.
Rizzo did not play last night. 0 for 4 on Monday afternoon. A deep drive the other way, but that's going to slice foul and out of play. Let's check out our State Farm winning combination. State Farm here to help life go right. Life has gone very right for Brizzo against the Pirates.
This year, and their career numbers very good against Pittsburgh. They've both been very good in this ballpark. Anthony's 9 out of 29 in his career against Cole, who has been outstanding against the Cubs. 9-2 with a .274 lifetime for Cole against the Cubs. He split 2 decisions this year. He made 2 starts against the Cubs back in April. A win, a loss, threw the ball well both times.
Yeah, the loss was a 1-0 defeat. Another 0-2. Ground ball back to Cole. That'll be a double play. 1-6-3. Cole's going to go right up to Paul Nauert. Maybe try to hash things out here as the Pirates are coming up when we return. Oakland in the first 2 games of this series. Marte, Luplow, and McCutchen at the top. David Freese red hot here as of late. Had the big hit last night. Osuna plays first. Sean Rodriguez plays everywhere, but tonight he starts at second. Jordy Mercer's the shortstop. The veteran Chris Stewart is behind the plate, catching Garrett Cole.
Cubs defensively, the outfield, you'll find Jay Happ and Hayward. Third to first will go Bryant, Baez, La Stella, Rizzo, Avila. Behind the plate, and Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Cubs tonight. He's the Blue Cross Blue Shield starting pitcher. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all. For the season, 9-11 with a 4.49 ERA. This is his 28th start as a Cub. 5-3 with a 4.50. This is his 10th start since joining the Cubs.
So here's Marte to lead it off. Tough loss for the Cubs last night. They led into the bottom of the 8th. Carl Edwards Jr. could not hold the lead. Gave up 2 runs. It was a strange inning. Pirates had 3 hits, took 2 walks, had 2 men thrown out at third. The first and third outs of the inning were at third base, and yet they still got the 2 runs to win the game. Marte made one of those outs. 0-2.
Yes, you expected the baseball gods to rain down upon the Pirates, say, "No, thou shalt not win," with such shoddy base running, but indeed they did.
Alas, that was not the case.
Inye. Oh, that's Jose's turn to be upset when now we're at strike zone. Looks like he's not going to be generous at the knees. We'll see if they can loosen him up a little bit. Quintana last time really good against the Pirates. He gave up 2 in the first. Stuff-wise was really good, so you just got the sense if he was able to straighten things out, he would be good, and that was the case.
We'll go 1-3 to get Marte.
He gave up 2 in the first, then a solo home run in the 6th. By that time, it was a done deal. The Cubs had scored a bunch of runs. Did not walk anybody, struck out 9. It was as good as we've seen him since his first start in a Cub uniform when he struck out 12 Orioles.
Jordan Luplow last night hit a 2-run homer off Kyle Hendricks. It was the 2nd longest home run by a Pirate in this ballpark this season. 431 feet to the deepest part of the yard, the north side notch in left center. And you don't expect to get many souvenirs out there, and the ones you get usually bounce off the warning track.
He was a college teammate of Aaron Judge's at Fresno State.
In the air to right, Hayward over. Will he have room? He will. That ball actually was fair as he overran it a bit. 2 down. Nice late adjustment.
Look at Anthony with the body language trying to. Yeah, I think that on a play like that, you want to make sure you can get to the barrier in case you have to go over the wall to make a play and then work your way back.
McCutchen's had a nice series, 4 for 9. Had been struggling coming in.
Yeah, he's awfully good against left-handed pitching, batting .309, .691 slugging percentage against southpaws.
Andrew now 30 years old. He'll turn 31 on October 10th. This is his 149th career game against the Cubs. He has hit .303 against them with a .906 OPS. So I could sit here and say, you know, he kills the Cubs. Well, he's done that to a lot of teams. It's funny, isn't it? You look at our division: Joey Votto, Ryan Braun, Yadier Molina, Andrew McCutchen. These are good hitters.
Yeah, everybody in the division, and so everywhere else in the Central saying the same thing about Rizzo. You know.
Yep. Bryant.
Yep. I guess the interesting cases are the guys who perform way above their norms against one club or another.
The 3-2 from Quintana is rolled foul.
Quintana had a good heater last time, and so far that's the case here. We're seeing him at 94 miles per hour for the season. He averages around 92. Had a good heater last time. Used his changeup a little bit more than he normally does. All three of his pitches were working for him in that game.
A lot of called strikes in that start. 26 season high for him, and a Cubs season high as well. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away briefly from Avila, but he'll just apply the tag, and that's it for the Pirates in the first after an inning. Nothing from the Bird. Half matchup to start the second. Avila and Hayward to follow. Cole with back-to-back walks. And set up a 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. That fouls away. And the go-ahead 2-run single early last night didn't hold up, unfortunately. And he waits on a 1-strike offering. It's low and inside on the slider.
Now Cole doesn't walk many. 43 free passes in 173 innings. So atypical, those back-to-back walks in the first.
That hit a ton to right, and it is foul.
Well, Brandon Hyde wants to go to the video here. The ball was crushed. He's gotten better. That's a little bit of a weak spot for Ian, down and in, but he's made some adjustments on that pitch here lately. Hit a home run on the homestand on a ball down and in, a slider like that. Yeah, that's foul.
Ended up in the river. Joe will ask the umpires to get together and if there is a review, it would be a crew chief review.
Ortiz is the first base umpire. Young guy you see chatting there, and
he just told Dana DeMuth, it's up to you if you want to look, but I saw it foul. You know, it's funny, and they will look. I don't want to nitpick here, but why don't they just go to New York instead of chatting for 30 seconds?
Right.
Because they're going to go to New York.
Yeah, if there's any doubt in their mind, the last thing they want to do is tell Joe, you know what, we know for sure that it's foul, so we're not going to bother looking and then get it wrong. And might as well just quickly go to New York, have New York go, no, you got it right. And showing it now on the big board here in the ballpark, and actually that would be enough for the umpires. If they were looking up and saw that, they would know that they got it right. And maybe an extra coat of paint or two on that foul pole might have been a difference maker.
Good numbers for Happ against the team he grew up rooting for. So we resume a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Little elevation on the fastball at 98.
Yeah, he can overpower you in the zone with that heater. Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, perhaps you would have challenged that last point. Log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner. Connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch from home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Tools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer.
And again, that was a crew chief review, so Joe still has his challenge. Alex Avila takes a strike. Mentioned last night, you've got guys from Puerto Rico and Dominican and South Florida all worried about their families. Alex Avila, one of those guys. And it sounds like he and Anthony Rizzo are going to make sure their families are safe here over the next few days and not in harm's way with the hurricane moving through the Caribbean. Saw the Marlins. I think they're traveling either tonight or tomorrow, and they're going to have all their families with them, which makes a lot of sense. Called strike three. And the Southern League Championship Series has already been canceled. So I guess they're doing Division Championship Series right now, and the winners of those series will just be deemed co-league champions. AA Southern League.
Jacksonville, are they involved? Or?
Yes, that would be that league.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
I guess the storm could impact a lot more than Florida. But.
So Hayward now with 2 outs takes outside for ball one. That was a tough night for him last night. He came in late on defense as part of a double switch, and the only at bat he got was against Felipe Rivero, who was throwing about 200 miles an hour. That was one of the most dominating innings by a closer I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and we weren't sure whether he was ready or not, because the way things transpired in the bottom half of the 8th inning, the Pirates grabbed the lead quickly, and Hurdle had different scenarios out there. He had 3 guys he was trying to get ready, ahead, behind, or even, depending on how things played out, and I'm not sure how much Rivero got done in the bullpen. The umpires actually ran out in that direction to try to hurry things along.
So Hayward aboard on a 2-out walk, and this involves the Cubs Myrtle Beach Pelicans in the Carolina League playoffs. Wilson Contreras has just headed down there for a rehab assignment to take a couple of at-bats tomorrow, catch a few innings, and then DH on Friday. Well, they have postponed game 1 tonight. It will be made up tomorrow at Down East. And then game 2 will be a 7-inning game on Friday. And if necessary, they'll play game 3 right after that. So they'll have a doubleheader potentially on Friday. And then Contreras will rest on Saturday, and they'll reevaluate. So it's possible we could see him back at Wrigley Field by the end of the weekend or early next week, depending on how it goes.
Yeah, what other option would they have? Where else is anybody playing games?
Well, they
go to Arizona,
Eugene, but that's out on the West Coast. Not ideal. The 0-1 to Baez, swing and a miss. 0-2. Fastball a little bit outside. So 7 batters in. The ball has been put in play once. That was the Rizzo double play ball. Everything else strikeouts and walks.
Yeah, it's like the big kid in Little League.
Baez hustling. I think he's going to get there, and he will. And it wouldn't have mattered had Freese fielded it cleanly. That is an infield hit for Baez. That'll get Quintana to the plate with 2 men on and 2 down.
One of those deals where it may have proven beneficial to Freese that he didn't handle that ball cleanly. Tried to make a hurried throw. He might have made a mistake.
Fastball strike on Quintana. Well, those numbers you mentioned regarding Cole against the Cubs, not including the wild card game that he lost to Jake Arrieta in this ballpark in 2015. Now remember, at the time the Cubs had struggled that year against Francisco Liriano, and it looked like that would have been, on paper, a worse matchup for the Cubs offense. But the Pirates went with their ace, Cole, instead. And to be honest, Jake was so good it probably wouldn't have mattered. 0-0 early. Check out the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Bottom of the second. Jose Quintana went quickly 1-2-3 in the first. He'll face Freese, Osuna, and Rodriguez for the Pirates. And we want to send out congratulations to former big league outfielder and Princeton alum Will Venable. He has been hired as a special assistant to the president / general manager of the Chicago Cubs. 34 years old, good guy. Great to have him aboard. Former Padre, Ranger, and Dodger. And he was a two-sport guy.
Yeah, played some hoops there at Princeton as well. Dad Max, a big leaguer.
Yep. Strike called on a red-hot David Freese. He's working on 4 consecutive multi-hit games.
So Will probably move to the top of the draft board for the front office basketball tournament,
I would think. Freese had the game-winning RBI last night.
Play him the other way in the outfield. Ian Happ shaded towards the right center gap.
Almost hit him.
Kind of loves to work inside on right-handed hitters. What made him so effective last time was his ability to command the down and away fastball as well. You know, in hard, heater away, good changeup down there. For a guy like Freese, whose kind of stroke takes. His natural stroke goes the other way, you're going to want to try to crowd him, or at least make him conscious of the inside fastball.
Here's the pitch. That one hit deep to right and way foul. (3-2) on Freese. One more tomorrow. John Lester for the Cubs, Jamison Tyone for the Pirates, and then it's back home to play Milwaukee. And the Brewers now, they just sit and wait. Cubs will play these 2 games before the Brewers' next play on Friday night at Wrigley. And they could find themselves in 3rd place. Foul by Freese. Brewers not scoring a lot of runs here lately. It's kind of been the bigger story since the All-Star break.
Yeah, they took 3 out of 4 from the Nationals and then went into Cincinnati and got swept. Licking their wounds a little bit. Jack Flaherty for the Cardinals tonight against the Padres to Nelson Lamet.
Called strike 3. Paul Howard has had a few conversations here early, hasn't he?
Understandably, yeah. Most of the grievances have been legit. Again, Quintana committed to that inside fastball. You see Alex just nudge it back towards the plate a little bit. Come on, Paul.
Jose Osuna.
The all-time great backhanded compliment. You're better than that.
Well, actually, no. That's about as good as I am.
Yeah. Don't count on it, pal.
Osuna in for Josh Bell, playing first base tonight. Pirates have won 9 of the first 17 in this season series after Cubs won 14 of 18 last year.
Osuna, rookie, has some power, can play the corner outfield positions, and tonight he's at first base.
Give him a little room in the gap in left center. That pitch landed well in front of home plate on a curveball. Now it's 2-2.
Need to recalibrate.
Another smallest crowd tonight. Just over 14,000 in the park last evening. Pirates are looking for their 5th consecutive win. Back to the pitcher.
On Tuesday, the 12th, Cubs play the Mets. First pitch, 7:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Cubs power bank presented by Uber. Tickets still available for this game. Visit Cubs.com today. I'm not sure who's healthy for the Mets these days. David Wright's going to have surgery again.
DeGrom.
DeGrom's healthy?
That's it. The starting pitchers we hear about. Well, Matt Harvey, as Rodriguez picks up the Pirates' first hit, a 2-out single. Harvey was originally going to pitch on short rest tonight after the comeback start from the DL. He went just 2 innings, but I guess some weather concerns, and they're going to have him pitch on normal rest. Jordy Mercer.
Took it 0 for last night, but he's been swinging a pretty hot bat of late.
Quintana will check on Rodriguez.
Rodriguez doesn't run much. A few years back he did a little bit. Cubs actually, despite having lost the first 2 games of the series, catching the Pirates, you would assume a good time. Cervelli, Harrison, Frazier, Polanco, all on the DL.
Pirates are playing some meaningful games, just not really for them. This weekend they'll head to St. Louis. You know, the idea of playing spoiler, I think you're just trying to win as many games as you can. I don't think you kick your feet up on December 1st and go, we just knocked that team out of the playoffs. You don't really take much joy in it later, but just trying to make it hard on everybody if you can.
Yeah, you're professional. You come, you play hard every day, and I think for a club that's out of it, it's actually fun to play contending teams, especially in their ballpark when there's a lot of energy. Compare the atmosphere at Wrigley these days to what's going on here at PNC. These folks here have kind of turned their mind to Steeler football or whatever else.
Pirates have a lot of games against playoff contending teams coming up. So this series at St. Louis, at Milwaukee, 3 at Cincinnati. That won't have much meaning. Then home against Milwaukee, St. Louis, Baltimore. They finish at Washington, as the Nationals will be tuning up for the division series. How about the Nationals have a 17-game lead? The Dodgers 11.5 after their struggles and with the Diamondbacks playing so well. Quintana pretty sharp early, So is Garrett Cole. 0-0. Third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway to 97999. Right now, the 300th texter will win a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway restaurants footlong of the day. Happy birthday wishes go out to Sherry Westfall in Chicago. That's from your family in Evansville, Indiana. Strike to John Jay. Jay is 2 for 10 in the series. Came in tonight having hit in 6 in a row. And that's out in the left for Marte. And 1 down.
First ball to leave the infield for the Cubs tonight.
Yeah.
Cole's certainly capable of pitching a dominant game, and he's one of those guys, if you were to have an office pool at the start of the year and try to have a draft as to who's going to throw a no-hitter, he'd get picked pretty high in that draft.
And Stella walked in the first. Takes a strike. Garrett Cole's nickname has an interesting backstory. They call him Coltrane. And he wore that on the back of his jersey for Players Weekend recently. The late Tom Singer, who covered the Pirates for MLB.com. Tom passed away in 2016. Like Cole, Singer went to UCLA, and Tom Singer, I didn't know this, he's the guy who gave Francisco Rodriguez K-Rod. It was his idea. So when Garrett Cole was up with the Pirates, Singer said, hey, I've got an idea for a nickname. What do you think of Coltrane? And Garrett said, I like it. And it stuck. And in honor of Tom Singer, Garrett wore Coltrane on the back of his jersey here recently.
Like the Jazz guy.
Yeah.
John Coltrane.
Yeah. In this case, C-O-L-E.
Yeah.
And then train, 2 words. So Stella grounds out to Rodriguez. Time now for the Ryan Kelly home field fact tonight. Brian Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. The Cubs have done some good work in this ballpark since 2001 here at PNC.
He didn't propose, Garrett. Lump of coal.
No, I don't think he would have
old King
enjoyed
Cole.
that.
King Cole.
Cubs 78-65 all-time here at PNC. One of our favorite stops on the circuit.
It's because you can get your post-game taco every night.
Well, that doesn't hurt. Rodriguez leaves his feet, makes the play. Nicely done by the veteran Rodriguez, who is shaded toward the middle. And the Cubs go 1-2-3 for the first time. Scoreless early.
This Sunday, September 10th, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will have the opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information on how to receive a field access wristband for your child to run the bases, visit Cubs.com/kids.
Scoreless tie. Chris Stewart will lead it off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Cole and then Marte. Stewart with some DL time this year. Suffered a hamstring injury while legging out a triple on May 30th. And when he got back from the DL, his manager banned him from trying for a triple. So that's it. We've had enough fun. Two 2-0 on him.
They're getting greedy out there.
Hurdle was kidding, by the way. Takes that seriously. 3-0. Cole can handle the bat. He's on deck. Stewart gets on. It's not necessarily an automatic bunt. He's not on yet. 3-1.
Yeah, you got to just throw the ball right over the heart of the plate here. The old adage, anybody with a bat in their hand is dangerous, but Stewart's hitting a .185. He's not hit a home run this year.
Did pretty well, but caught the leap and the catch by Ian Happ.
Yep. All behind him. You got to take your medicine, throw one in there, let him take a whack at it, and hope for the best, and he got him. Stewart could feel good about his swing and his contact, but one out, nobody on.
was August 26th at Cincinnati. Cole homered in the 6th inning and won the game 1-0. That's the dream, right? For every pitcher, get a home run, pitch a shutout. Now he only went 7. He didn't go the distance, but he got the wins.
So few complete games anymore. That's a good swing.
As I said, he can hit a little bit.
Rick Wise, the Owl Man, no hitter, 2 home runs in the same game. That would be the dream scenario. That's a good looking swing though.
He's on with 1 out. It'll bring up Marte. Rounded out to the pitcher in the 1st. Ball strike on a curveball.
Little wrinkle, second time through the batting order. Quintana throws a high percentage of first pitch strikes. He did it 70% of the time in his start against the Pirates last week.
Fouled away. Send us your Cubs selfies. We may include them in our fan cam a little later on. You can find us on Twitter. #Bud Fridays. And our fan cam segment coming up in the middle of the ball game. JD, we would have let you pick the fan cam song tonight, but we let my wife Pam.
Oh, I forgot.
Her birthday.
Yeah.
So.
But I entrust Pam to.
She'll pick a good one.
Yeah.
She'll pick a song that I think you'll approve. Yeah. There's a ground ball. Rizzo's got it. Throw to second for 1, and that'll be it. So that'll go 3-6. Marte takes over for Cole at first.
And a difficult double play to turn there. I don't think he was close enough to the bag where he could have gotten to first base and then made that throw. Probably not. Marte has stolen 14 bases this year in 17 tries. Tougher to do with the left-hander on the mound.
And he's back safely.
Yeah, so I mentioned last time around that Luplow was a college teammate of Aaron Judge out at Fresno State. He said it was a little humiliating to be in the same BP group as him. That long home run he hit last night, he probably texted him and said, "Hey pal, got a little juice too."
Hey, did you see the Aaron Judge note this week? The first rookie with 100 walks since Jim Gilliam in 1953.
I did not see that.
That was a good note. Another throw to first. Quintana now set. And throw again. Sometimes these pickoff throws, it's not all that fun to watch, but they can have an effect. Shorten up that lead by the base runner.
The evidence suggests that it does have an effect. Even a bad pickoff move, just going over there a couple of times.
Slide step in the pitch is high. 2-0.
It's kind of like that cop car that's parked on the side of the road, even though there's no cop in it. People tend to slow down.
Oh yeah. Now you don't slow down because you were going the speed limit to begin.
Right. I always obey the speed limit. Very cautious driver.
strike.
Jim Gilliam, Junior Gilliam, people may know him as Junior Gilliam, Brooklyn Dodgers, was the Rookie of the Year that year in 1953. Drew exactly 100 walks.
Foul to the net. 2-2 on Luplow.
Luplow was an A-ball last year, AA, AAA in the big leagues this season. Actually, I believe his first call-up came directly from AA. Combined, he hit 23 home runs. AA Altoona and AAA Indianapolis.
Marte was leaning a bit. Pitch missed inside. It's full. And now I would imagine Marte will be running on 3-2. He's going, called strike 3. So Quintana gets Luplow, and that's the inning. 0-0 after 3. Where the quarter-pound stack is now an option in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time. Still looking for the first run tonight. Anthony Rizzo will start it against Garrett Cole. And he smacks one out in the left. Marte on the warning track will run it down. A very loud first out.
Contact for the Cubs tonight. Marte there to make the play. We've talked about him a lot. He's an outstanding defender.
Yeah, I could see a few guys out there playing that position not making that catch. Here's Ian Happ. He hits one hard on the ground. It's Rodriguez, and Happ had a blowout. Hope he's all right. 2 pitches, 2 outs as Happ went down.
Yeah, what happened here? He's caught up in his bat.
That got him.
Tangled up in the bat. Something you don't see every day.
Strange sounding bird made a noise too. There's Avila. You know, if he tried to do that 100 times, I bet you he couldn't.
No chance.
Alex caught looking on strikes in the second.
In terms of OPS, Alex in the upper third in Major League Baseball for catchers.
And yeah, you've referenced this before. The exit velocity, his average 91.4. He's tied for 11th.
Yeah, he's hitting
in the majors.
350 in balls in play. Made a lot of solid contact. He takes walks. Doesn't strike out a bunch, but really good numbers.
In this series, he's batted 5 times. He has struck out 3 times and walked twice.
Typically sees a lot of pitches, and that's what you normally find with high walk, high strikeout guys. And that's in a game like this against a pitcher like Cole. That's a real virtue, just to push that pitch count up, get him out of there perhaps an inning earlier than Clint Hurdle would like. Get into that bullpen.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Cole through 4, cruising along, but so is Jose Quintana through 3. Momentum brought to you by First Midwest Bank. September winning percentage, and this is since 2014, but under Joe Madden since 2015, best in baseball. The Cubs have really finished strongly here the last few years. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. you really want is, do you want to have the best October winning percentage? Right? October/November. Yeah. The Cubs are 2-0 in November this century. Two strikes on Andrew McCutchen. Hey, the Blue Jays and Red Sox are tied. They're only in the third inning tonight. They went 19 last night. Hanley Ramirez won the game. Second longest game ever played at Fenway Park in terms of innings. They had a 20-inning game back in 1981. They estimated there were 700 fans in the park when the game ended early this morning. And the Red Sox used 12 pitchers to tie an American League record set by the Angels Monday.
More justifiable in that it was a 19-inning game as opposed to a 12-inning game.
Joe Sheehan had a great tweet. He said as recently as 1983, the Red Sox used 12 pitchers all year.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be fairly common for teams to have an 8-9-man pitching staff.
Quintana's 1-2. He struck him out. Second time tonight.
Cub fans, when the stretch run, come out and support the Cubs as they drive towards the playoffs. Tickets are still available for all remaining games, especially for that Mets series next week. Go to Cubs.com now to reserve your tickets.
Strike on
yeah,
threes.
He's in a nice rhythm now, throwing strikes with all of his pitches, executing. This is what he did last time out. He had that eye of the tiger going on. You could see the focus. Confidence growing as that outing went along. Just crossed up Alex.
Low on a changeup. Here it comes. Got away from him a bit. Pushing the count to 3-1. So tilted in Freeze's favor. Osuna on deck. Ball 4. First walk issued by Quintana.
We're talking about all the home runs hit in Major League Baseball this year. Bradford Doolittle, writing for ESPN, points out tonight that Salvador Perez has homered for Kansas City. They're 169th. That's a franchise record for the Royals. They rank 16th in Major League Baseball.
So they're middle of the pack.
Yeah. And they've hit more than they've ever hit before. Outstanding rhythmic clapping right there, folks. He's still complaining about that pitch he got rung up on first time up.
The kick and the offering, and it's in tight. 1-1 to Osuna.
Quintana, when he's gone inside to the right-handed hitters tonight, when he's missed off the plate where he's not going to get hurt.
La Stella, and he throws it away. That should be a hit for Osuna. It is. Infield hit.
Yeah, no further advance after the throw got away. That had all kinds of funky spin on it. And softly hit. By the time Tommy got there, he was in a really good position to make this throw. And a little gyro ball. If he could tangle up a little bit on him. See the little late adjustment he was making towards the middle just as the pitch was being delivered.
Two on. Rodriguez takes a strike.
Aside from McCutchen, you don't see many of the Pirate right-handed hitters, and they're all right-handed hitters tonight. You don't see them really looking to try to turn on that inside fastball from Quintana. Nobody's cheating, looking in there, not yet anyway.
Well, he got 17 runs of support in his last start against the Pirates at Wrigley. Nothing tie so far tonight. Nine starts as a Cub. 6 have been quality outings, and he halfway to another one tonight. Here's the 1-2 to Rodriguez. That was an awkward swing. Called strike 3. I think a little bit of strike all the way around. The swing and the location. 2 down.
Fifth strikeout for Quintana. And he didn't hit his spot. Looked like they were trying to go in again. But it worked out for him.
So that leaves it up to Mercer, the shortstop. Freeze at second, Osuna at first. And caught by Bryant. That ball would have ended up in the corner and would have scored at least 1. But the 6'5" Chris Bryant took away a hit. Pirates strand 2 at the end of 4. Cubs nothing. Pirates still nothing. Time now for the Giga Time high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. Taylor Davis, day 2 in the big leagues. He's a little more comfortable. Giga Time high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Jason Hayward lofts into right center. Running catch by Luplow for the out. Cubs swinging early here. Second time through against Garrett Cole.
But he's pretty aggressive with that fastball. He throws a lot of challenge heaters that he's not necessarily trying to paint a corner with. And it's his way of trying to be efficient. Like, go ahead, take a whack at it. I trust my stuff that you're not going to be able to square me up. And if you just take that pitch and get behind 0-1, then you got to deal with nasty slide ball and everything else that he brings to the table. So it's a bit of a conundrum for a hitter. You'd like to make him throw some pitches.
Right, and as you mentioned that a couple of innings ago, it looked like, you know, his pitch count was a little high for the inning. Now looks pretty good for him after getting 4 pretty quick outs since the 4th. Here's the 0-1 to Baez. And that is hit foul to right, 0-2. So interesting story revolving around Juan Nicasio, one of their top relievers. The Pirates recently put him on irrevocable waivers, and he was claimed by the Phillies. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Previously, I guess he had been on revocable waivers, and it's been reported now that the Cubs were the team that blocked somebody else. They were going to make a trade, so the Cubs put in a claim on Nicasio. So when the Pirates essentially put him up on waivers and allowed the Phillies to get him, they saved a little money, and I guess, you know, that's a little bit of a touchy subject for some of the fans here in a smaller market. Well, the Phillies have traded him to the Cardinals, so the Pirates were trying to keep him away from one of their division rivals, and he ended up with St. Louis anyway. Now Nicasio could not pitch in the postseason with St. Louis if they make it, because this deal happened in September. Call strike 3.
That was quick.
That was quick. Do you have any comment on Nicasio?
He's got a good arm.
He does. No score.
And an official Cubs MasterCard debit card, only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. So my understanding of how this whole waiver trade deadline deal goes, you know, once the trade deadline is passed and now you're in a waiver period, just about everybody's put on waivers. You have to pass through in descending order from the order of standings within your own league before you team in the other league can claim you. So the Cubs, obviously one of the better teams in the National League, put a claim in on Nicasio. So whoever the Pirates were going to make a deal to either had to have a better record than the Cubs or be an American League team.
Right. And the theory was it was an American League contender. So
the Pirates pick up the phone. They say to the Cubs, hey, we see you put in a claim on Nicasio. Do you have genuine interest? Can we work out a deal? Maybe they talked. Maybe they didn't. Cubs say, yeah, we didn't.
Or they didn't want Nicasio to go to the Cubs at all.
And they pull him back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Phillies take him. And then they trade him to the Cardinals. Stewart hits that ball hard past Baez. He's made good contact both times tonight. He's 1 for 2 to show for it. And you know, you think about the Phillies getting him. What's the upside for them to keep him?
Yeah, so he's a flippable asset. So they got a prospect for him. And in the interim, the Pirates make a deal with the Phillies to acquire Joaquin Benoit to fill the void after they let Nicasio go, to have a veteran presence in the bullpen. He's currently hurt.
Bryant in at third. Cole singled.
No, he's on the Benoit's on the list, so I guess he is available now.
It's a strike.
There he is. So I can understand why the Pirate fans would be frustrated, because in baseball finances, it's not a lot of money, but you can also understand the Pirates' point of view. If they weren't really going to sign him to be a free agent at the end of the year, they save a few bucks, I guess.
Right.
And probably prior to the trade deadline, they probably felt like they had a legitimate shot at a wild card spot.
They did, and I think that's why they held on.
They didn't trade him. Yeah.
Well, I think what happens, this is more of a life issue than anything, but you're allowed to change your mind, right? If you're Neil Huntington, I think it went from kind of we're still in, we're going to keep them, to now we're out of it. Let's cut bait and let's let some of our younger guys maybe gain some responsibility out there. And swings away. I kind of want him to bunt or hit into a double play. You could see why Clint Hurdle had him swinging.
Yeah, he took a pretty ferocious rip. Now with 2 strikes, they might have him bunt. That seems counterintuitive, but Hurdle's thinking maybe, well, now that he's down in the count, 2 strikes, he's less likely to do some damage. Let's see if we can use this 1 strike we have left to get a bunt down. Apparently not.
Some guys, 1 and 2, you're going to throw right down the middle, but Cole, not necessarily one of those guys. I'll make a pitch here maybe to get him out. Something a little off the plate. Fights that one off. Slide step in the pitch. Cole went. Hands went through. He had committed according to Roberto Ortiz at first, and that's a strikeout.
Did he or didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Bryant still in at third. Marte lines out Bryant with another play, and he throws it away. Stewart will end up at second base. So Chris will be charged with an error, but he has caught a couple of line drives tonight. Rob Mercer in the fourth and gets Marte here in the fifth.
Yeah, a couple of what-if moments for the Pirates here the last couple of innings. Great reactions here by Bryant. Had a shot at him, but the throw just on the other side of the body of Stewart, and Rizzo had nowhere to go. I guess other than step on Stewart and try to make the play.
Luplow, nothing for two. Runner at second, 2 outs. And a foul ball right at the plate. Pirates scored 5 runs in the 3 games at Wrigley Field last week. 12-0 though. They beat the Cubs here Monday. 4-3 last night as they came back late with the 2 in the 8th. Luplow had homered earlier, knocking in 2. I think in both cases these teams feel like we don't want to waste this start we've got. Cubs feel that way about Quintana, his pitch tonight, and certainly the Pirates don't want to waste Garrett Cole's fine outing to this point.
Well, this is the kind of game you anticipate with these two guys, and they don't always deliver these great pitching matchups, but these guys have been stout here tonight.
Change up is outside, and it's 2-1. Quintana has the sign he wants. And the pitch. Hit out to left. John Jay is there, and that's it. Pirates done in the 5th. They get the leadoff single by Stewart. He ends up stranded at second.
Brought to you by Meyer, True, Chicago fans. Time now for the Mazda replay, Cam. Cubs have one hit. This is it. Infield knock by Javi Baez. They've hit a couple balls hard since then, but not a whole lot going on against Garrett Cole here tonight. So nothing but bagels on the scoreboard. 5 hits. Cubs with that infield knock. The Pirates have 4. The Cubs about to face Cole here for the 3rd time. Top of the order for the 3rd time through. Maybe they can figure him out.
Put a lump on Cole, maybe?
Put a lump on him.
Jay fouls in and out of the glove of the catcher, Stewart. Western PA, we're near Cole country, right? That will drop foul. Cub fan ended up
they got
a souvenir.
They got a ball down there last night too.
It's a good spot.
Come out and show your team pride. Tuesday, September 12th, the Cubs welcome students, alumni, and fans of the Big Ten. Fans who buy tickets through the Community Nights page will receive a special edition Cubs baseball cap in your favorite Big Ten school's colors. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com/communitynights.
0-2 on Jay. 99 with a little tailing action. 1-2. Yankees and Orioles rained out tonight in Baltimore. Manny Machado with a game-ending 2-run homer last night after the Orioles had trailed 6-1. They came back and won the game 7-6. A's beat the Angels earlier today 3-1 in Oakland. That ended the A's losing streak at 8.
I love all of the denials coming out of the Red Sox camp on this electronic signs. Dustin Pedroia on whether the use of electronics violates sign stealing. I don't really know what the rule book says on that. I know we have iPads in the dugout. I mean, is that a false thing too? Are we not supposed to have iPads in there? What does that have to do with? Right. And then later on he says about the trainer with the Apple Watch. I was talking to the trainer about what time I'm rehabbing the next day.
Oh, right.
Because I was on the DL and they had a nice one of Doug, meaning Fisker, with an earpiece in. It was his mouth guard. So I mean, it's baseball, man. What is that?
Doesn't make any sense. Ground ball to the shortstop, Mercer. He'll sling it across for the out. It almost sounds like a filibuster.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Apple Watch thing? Well, you know, it's about 73 degrees yesterday, and I like apples. Apples are good to eat after I work out.
Like Casey Stengel before the congressional subcommittee.
Stella a walk and a ground out. All right, I have a trivia question for you.
No.
You're not going to answer it correctly. If you do, I'm going to say I give you about a 7% chance to get it right. Who is the American League leader in home runs?
The American League leader in home runs.
Yes.
So it's.
I'll give you 5 guesses, and I don't think you'll get it.
Justin Smoke.
No. Did you say Judge or no?
I did. Well, I non-said Judge.
It is not Aaron Judge.
Because that would have been.
It is not Justin Smoke. That's 2. I'll give you 3 more guesses.
Is it Nelson Cruz?
It is not Nelson Cruz. Rodriguez.
Done that a couple times tonight.
That's La Stella.
La Stella, you know, you can understand why he's in there, and he handles velocity. He's had good swings, but no luck.
American League home run leader.
Orioles hit a lot of home runs.
Okay.
Can't be Chris Davis.
Well,
the other Chris Davis. The Oakland Chris Davis.
It's the KHRIS Davis. He homered today.
They hit a lot of home runs.
The Oakland A's Chris Davis has 39 home runs to lead the American League. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he has passed Aaron Judge. I think you got it on the 5th guess.
I'm
giving you Chris Davis of the Orioles, then to the other one.
Funny how the mind works. I think Baltimore hits a lot of home runs. Well, who's that? Well, Chris Davis. And then I remembered that he was having a big year out there. A very home run dependent ball club, those A's.
2-1 to Bryant. Curveball backed up.
Talked earlier about how good Chris has been against the Pirates and in this ballpark. 415 lifetime hitter, but he's only hit 1 home run here. This would really be a good time for number 2.
Outfield plays him straight away. 3-2 on Bryant. Here's the pitch. Popped up off of first. Osuna slides and makes the catch near the Cubs dugout. Bottom of the 6th. Still scoreless from Pittsburgh. Still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. That is the Allegheny River. And I believe that's the Roberto Clemente Bridge. They have a lot of bridges here, but the Clemente Bridge is the one that we get a real good look at.
Yeah, there's the Andy Warhol and Rachel Carson. And on and on and on. Dave Kapler. Dave Kaplan.
Did you say Gabe Kapler? That's great. Is there a Gabe Kaplan Bridge? No.
No. It should be though, by golly. Should be a Mr. Rogers bridge.
There should be 2 named after Jeff. 1 and 1.
Jeff and Bo.
Huh?
Jeff and Bo. Bridges.
Yeah, you could do Jeff and Bo. Maybe put Lloyd in there too.
Because Gabe Kaplan, again, how the mind works. What the fish that stole Pittsburgh?
Right. Quintana's pitch to McCutchen. And on the hands that time.
Some guys you have to really lean on them to pitch inside, not Quintana. Very comfortable in there. Struck out McCutchen both times. And got number 2 and 2 with a 2-2 count. Not going to throw him a deuce, however.
With some high heat, and McCutchen spoiled it. Comes a little bit of a different look in the outfield against a right-handed pitcher tonight. No Kyle Schwarber. It's John Jay in left. Happ in center, Hayward in right.
Yeah, and I think it's a big left field here with the lefty Quintana on the mound in this all right-handed hitting lineup. I think Joe went with defense over offense in left field tonight.
Curve is low. It's full on McCutchen. Won't see Carl Edwards Jr. tonight. Not because he pitched poorly last night, but he pitched a lot. And the 3-2. And the thing with CJ that's interesting is he doesn't give up many hits. There's Hector Rondon in the bullpen, so you're going to have to live with some walks. It's just when those walks are. And last night he actually did give up some hits.
Yeah, it was a leadoff walk. I think it was a 4-pitch walk to Jay. So like I think started a wild pitch in the inning. Marte had a base hit to right, then it was more off. I think at the little blooper into left. So there was some misfortune to go along with a little bit of a struggle for CJ, but.
He's given up 27 hits in 56 and 2/3 innings. It's less than a hit every 2 innings. He's walked 35. He has issued more walks than hits allowed in his major league career. Another 3-2, and McCutchen down the right field line out of play. Jake Arrieta likely to miss a start or 2 with the grade 1 hamstring strain. So down the stretch run, got to get him healthy and doing what he had been doing. Edwards a real key piece of the bullpen. Wilson Contreras hopefully back soon. Key part of the offense and back of the plate with his throwing arm. Addison Russell's been out a while. That's a good at bat for McCutchen. It results in a leadoff single. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Game 3, the Cubs have dropped the first 2. They have lost 3 in a row for the first time in 3 months. Right now, a scoreless tie.
Cubs have scored just 4 runs in their last 3 ball games. Plus 6 innings.
Inside to Freeze.
Chasing that ground ball, throwing that fastball in on the hands of Freeze, looking for that ground ball to the left side of the infield. Freeze will be looking to try to stay inside the ball and drive it to the alley in right center. You can get him to roll over on a changeup. Was caught looking on a pitch probably a little bit off the inside corner back in the 2nd inning, his first at bat tonight. Voiced his displeasure with the home plate umpire Paul Mallard, and then last time he worked a walk.
Freeze, a former Cardinal and Angel, 2nd year with the Pirates. Swings and misses. It's 1-2. Quintana from Colombia. Hoping to pitch in the postseason for the first time.
It's really interesting. If you fast forward and assume the Cubs, you cannot assume it, but let's say they do win the division.
Ground ball through the hole. Trouble here for Quintana. 2 on, nobody out.
Contemplating a division series, what your rotation would look like, right? I mean, there's a case to be made for all these guys. And do you go with a hot hand? Do you go with your titular #1 guy? Do you play matchups based on the opposing lineup?
You do a piggyback start.
You do it based on experience and who's got postseason experience.
Right.
You feel all these just Quintana doesn't, but everybody else has postseason experience now.
So everybody healthy as Bosio will head out. Arrieta, Lester, Hendricks. They're all in, right? All else equal, everybody healthy. Based on everything we know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're probably in a 5-game series. You'd use 4 guys. So right. So it could come down to Quintana or Lackey. So my note was maybe that's a start where you start Lackey and you have Quintana waiting in the wings, and things go haywire early. Then you use him. I mean, you could. And I think you could find a way to use 5 guys even if all 5 don't start. Now Lackey is not a guy you would use really out of the bullpen, other than I guess for long relief. Mike Montgomery you have available in case of an injury. They've got options. Osuna the batter, 2 on, nobody out, and low.
I mean, and I think depending on how things go from now till the end of the year, it'd be an interesting argument to say who you're going to hand the ball to for game 1 of a postseason.
Well, right, because that guy theoretically gets 2 starts, right? If you go 5 games.
And if it's the Nationals, is Bryce Harper in the lineup or not? You want a lefty. Harper and Murphy.
All to be determined. Got to get there first. And right now, Quintana trying to figure out a way to get out of this 6th inning.
Hutchin took a bite out of him with that long at bat. Closing in on 100 pitches now. Hitters count. Biggest pitch of the game coming right here.
It's on the way. It's a strike.
Somewhat passive there on 2-0.
Here it is. Fouled off. 3-2. 6th inning. 0-0. 2 on, no outs. Rondon ready. Jose really slowing things down here. And the inside move to let McCutchen know he's aware of it. Crisp now, isn't it? Maybe lower 60s. We started at 67 degrees. Fall-like here on September 6th.
We have to know the hitter's tendencies. Will he expand, or do I need to throw him a strike?
Well, they threw him a strike.
A couple pretty good passes at those last 2 fastballs. Going over in his mind right now. What's this guy likely to do? Can I pull the string with a changeup here?
Another 3-2 serve and another foul.
He did. He threw him the changeup and got a piece of it. Changeup pretty hard. You know, I've seen his fastball 94, 91 to 94. His 2-seamer, the sinker, has been more like 91, 92. He throw like riding 4-seamer at 94. He could find a way to take a little more off that changeup. He'd get more swings and misses with that pitch. It's off a good curveball, man. This is a good battle. He's made a lot of quality pitches here to this kid.
It's becoming epic. 9 pitches and counting.
And again, his go-to spot is the fastball in on the hands. You may feel like after change-up curveball, he's got him set up to go in there.
Line, nope. It hit the dirt. They get 1. They get 2. How about that? Now Clint Hurdle is holding up his hand. He wants to find out if Baez caught that ball. It looked to me like it hit the dirt, and it looked like Baez let it hit the dirt. So that's 2 outs.
Yeah, with the runner freezing in a line drive, just a great heads-up play by Baez, because I think a lot of guys are just going to go conventional 6-4-3 double play here. But he knows he's going to get 2 either way. He can go ahead and nail the lead runner, because everybody has to freeze on the line drive.
A 6-5-4 double play. Rodriguez with 2 outs. Well, I'd have said there was about an 85% chance that would be the last batter Quintana would face no matter what. But he buys an extra batter by getting the double play ball. Gets the fielder's choice off the bat of Rodriguez, and the Pirates don't score. Great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. It's all about the starting pitching so far.
Yeah, it's been a very impressive. Bulls allowed just the 1 hit. The Pirates have had more chances, but Quintana's been resilient, boy, no more so than in that last inning. A couple of lengthy at-bats, a couple of real battles there in that inning, and he just didn't cave in. 6 innings of 6 hit, 1 walk, 6 strikeout ball for Quintana. A couple of walks early on, but the Cubs have only had a couple of at-bats with men in scoring position tonight. He has struck out 7.
Cole has been much more efficient in terms of the pitch count as he works into the 7th inning. Rizzo and Avila against the fireballing righty, and a swing and a miss on the power slider. Joe pretty pleased with the way he managed the bottom of the 6th after the first 2 guys got on. So that's smart. You have him hit it at Javier Baez.
Sometimes for a starting pitcher, after your club has a golden opportunity, doesn't score, there can be a little bit of a mental letdown. I'm not anticipating that from Cole, the way he's going along here tonight. Sitting there in the dugout thinking, all right, I'm going to be taking the lead out there with me next half inning, and boom, there it goes.
Osuna unassisted. Anthony 0 for 3.
Celebrate and honor Chicago's first responders by supporting Kyle Schwarber's inaugural block party event this Sunday, September 10th. We'll have premium meat straight off the flame, appetizers, cocktails, live and silent auction, lawn games, live music, hang out with Cub players and first responders. Should be a lot of fun. To buy tickets, visit Cubs.com/block party. Who wouldn't want to hang out with Schwartz?
He's a good man. All the Cubs players do great work in the community. Various foundations and charity efforts. .2-0 to Happ, who just missed a home run earlier, hit it foul.
I think that maybe that's in the back of Garrett Cole's mind as he works this at bat very cautiously. As we get into the later stages, mindset shifts from one hitter, one pitch at a time to, oh boy, if I make a mistake here, I might lose. It can lead to somewhat of a tentative approach.
Ball 4. So a base runner for the first time since the second inning.
Base runner who's capable of stealing a bag, and base runners are 15 out of 16 in stolen base attempts against Garrett Cole this year.
He had retired 14 in a row before the walk to Happ. Our Lexus Run Predictor is brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Man on with 1 out. Alex Avila, the batter. They overshift to the right. They leave Freeze between second and third, but Mercer over with Rodriguez and Osuna.
I was about to bet you a nickel he would throw over there.
I don't have any coins in my pocket. You got to think bigger.
You can't bet a nickel, Martini.
I bet a dime.
Stewart, the catcher, a little bit below league average in throwing out base runners this year. For his career, though, he's been pretty good. So much is dependent on whether the pitcher gives you a fighting chance, and Cole is not particularly quick to the plate.
Got the call. Alex didn't like it. 0-2, and you can see why.
Yeah, we talked about his keen eye last time he was up there. He sees a lot of pitches. He takes walks. This is a two-seamer sliding off the outside edge. As a hitter, you want to step out and tell the umpire, look, I'm not going to swing at that pitch next time he throws it, and you're not going to call it either because it's a ball. I'll be calling it again just because you called it last time.
Cole, the brother-in-law of Brandon Crawford. Cole is married to Crawford's sister. I guess they compare hair products. Knocked down by Osuna. And he'll step on the bag. Happ now at second. 2 down.
Sharply hit ball, but made out Osuna. But it's a run scoring opportunity. Hard to come by. Speaking of hair, Bryce Harper has got some cornrows working. That's big baseball news.
Oh, really? I missed that.
He's on the DL. He's got to do something. So he can't do the Harper flip right now. He's got the cornrows working.
Hayward has walked and flied out.
Base hit gives the Cubs a lead, so the outfield shortens up a little bit here.
Curve missed outside.
See how aggressive he wants to be. He's got a base open. Javi Baez on deck.
Fly ball to right. This will get Cole out of it as Luplow makes the grab. Stretch time in Pittsburgh. Cubs nothing, Pirates nothing. Bud Fan Cam brought to you by Bud Fridays. The Emotions, Best of My Love. That was #1 40 years ago this month. Chosen by my wife Pam.
Good choice.
A birthday earlier this week. Yeah, that song was composed by Maurice White and Al McKay of Earth, Wind and Fire. And performed by The Emotions. 1 strike. Hector Rondon to Jordy Mercer. Bottom of the 7th. Popped up. Foul and out of play.
Finds himself in a high leverage situation here. Bottom of the 7th, tied game. You mentioned it earlier. Carl Edwards Jr. down tonight.
Hector from the stretch. Slider missed. 1-2.
Pirates shopping list this offseason might be a left-handed batter or two. They're very right-handed. They have one straight lefty on the bench tonight, John Jaso, a couple of switch hitters, Bell and Moroff.
Another foul out of play. Spent a lot of time in Joe Madden's office before games, and he's very musically inclined. And one thing Joe likes to do is he'll play a song, usually from the 70s, and he'll want to know what week it came out or what week it was on the charts, and it puts him kind of back in that mode, right?
Yeah, he's got a grebe memory. He'll have a tune on, and he'll go, that was 1974. I was playing in such and such a place.
Right.
You know, either minor league ball or college league when he was in summer college ball.
So if we played that song by the Emotions and said September of '77, he'd have a very detailed description of where he was at that time. This battle continues. Rondon and Mercer, the 2-2. Rizzo will have room. That ball seemed to check up a little bit. The wind has really increased, and I think kept that ball in the field of play. It was headed toward the seats off of first.
Yeah, you see some debris, some napkins starting to float around the infield as the wind is kicked up.
Stewart, a light hitting catcher, but lined out to center in the third and singled in the fifth. Jose Quintana. Bunted. Rondon will leap off the mound and make the play. Here comes Garrett Cole. Not too many National League starting pitchers take their bats in the seventh inning. That's how good he's been tonight.
How good he has been, and the fact that he's capable of the bat in his hands. But even if he weren't, if he was up there lifetime 047, I still think he gets his at bat in the way he's thrown the ball. So with 2 out, nobody on.
Two strikes on the Pirate pitcher.
After Quintana's last start, and Joe Madden said, I think he's still settling in. Well, he appears to be fully settled now. Really good starts back to back. 6 innings, 6 hits, no runs tonight, a walk and 6 strikeouts.
Rondon will take a 1-2-3 7th. Off to the 8th. Still 0-0.
Remain scoreless. Check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate, or family function. Like an all-inclusive suite experience located on the Nuveen Suite level. There are a handful of suites still available for rental this season, especially for the Cardinal game on September 17th. Visit Cubs.com/premier for more details. Garrett Cole in his start against the Cubs back on April 25th went 7 innings through, allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, did not walk a man, struck out 8, so he continues great work against the Cubs. Lifetime he is 9-2 against them. Now Baez and then Kyle Schwarber out to pinch hit for Rondon, and then the top.
Wide of third, it's foul. Remember the name of the ball girl down there?
That's Blaze Laboon.
Blaze Laboon.
No, that's Susie Cool. They must have shifted.
Yeah, Susie Cool, our friend who was out in right to start the game.
She rotated.
Now in left. Nice play, Susie.
Maybe that's Blaze Laboon.
Good name.
Yeah.
Quality name.
So we're hiring. We need some ball girls. So that's the main criteria. Cool name. You got to be able to make the plays, and you got to have a cool name.
In Susie's case, it's literal.
I'm assuming she's had a picture taken with Chad Cool by now, right?
Right. And with Garrett Cole, right? Cool, Cool, and Cole.
Oh, Javi with the self-check.
Three and one. Never gets old.
If Javi ever gets pulled over, he's going to roll his window down, look at the cop, and say, "License and registration."
Cubs have already beaten Cole once, 1-0 this season. High fly ball, not deep, and it is McCutchen to put it away. That was an unearned run on April 25th. We'll beat Garrett Cole here in Pittsburgh. Kyle Schwarber off the bench and a pitcher spot.
Yeah, he pitched twice against the Cubs in April, one at Wrigley, and he was good then too. 6 innings of 2-run ball. Both times it was against Kyle Hendricks. Well, see if he can run into one here.
Curve, strike.
Fastballs away, breaking balls down, and then elevated heaters would be the game plan for Cole against Schwarber. Good whack at that one.
Kyle 1 for 4 on Monday afternoon. Did not play last night. Waits on an 0-2. It's too high. Jay is on deck.
Coming off the bench is always hard. Coming off the bench against a guy with this kind of stuff makes it even that much more difficult. And it's a guy who's having a big night, who's locating his pitches very well. So you're just hoping for a mistake here you can take advantage of. Spinning breaking ball or fastball that catches too much of the plate.
He's thrown 100 pitches tonight, and he's given up 1 hit, and that was an infield single to Javier Baez in the 2nd inning. He's walked 4.
Yeah, that's in retrospect, in hindsight, the first inning was the Cubs' best chance. Back-to-back walks. He got a little unnerved. He didn't like the call, a couple of calls that the home plate umpire made. Not able to take advantage of that opportunity, and he has settled in. That's a way to swing it. That swing at that fastball got Stewart's attention. It's one of those high risk, high reward pitches. Yep, you get a lot of swings and misses. You can get strikeouts up there, but also might end up in the river if he gets the head out in front of it.
Talking about the Allegheny, not the Hudson, but it is Daniel Hudson warming up. Swing and a miss. Went back up there and got him.
Yeah, I don't know that was the plan. You saw Stewart set up off the outside corner. I think he was saying, give me a good 2-seamer down and away here. And I think Cole's just of the mind now where he's quote unquote letting it eat. And he's just reaching back, turning it loose, maybe sacrificing command for velocity.
John Jay with the Cubs' 2nd hit of the night. 2-out single here in the 8th. And I think both base hits have resulted in broken bats.
Stellas had good at-bats tonight. He took a walk in the first, grounded out in his next 2 at-bats, but he had good swings, hit the ball sharply last time.
Update our Lexus run predictor. 2 outs, a man on first. Cole will throw over.
Pirates play deep in the outfield, deeper than they normally would for Tommy, but no doubles mode here. Tie game in the 8th with a man on first. It's a big yard to cover. It's a big, spacious outfield here. Hook one into the right field corner. That'll play.
One ball, one strike. Cole has pitched a masterpiece tonight, but far from guaranteed that he's going to get a win. Brewers lost today. They got swept in Cincinnati. So the Cubs lead in the Central is 4 games over the Brewers and the Cardinals, who played in San Diego tonight. Side retired. Cole walks off, still in a scoreless tie. Cub fans, tonight's bona fide player of the game, Jose Quintana. He'll get a no decision, 6 scoreless innings on 6 hits, 1 walk. He struck out 6 and worked out of a major jam in the 6th inning. His final inning of work. Wrap your hands around the official Italian beat with the Chicago Cubs at one of the 19 Bono locations. That's the play of the game. To this point, an old 6-5-4 double play. Mike Freeman is in the game at second base for La Stella, and Pedro Strop will do the pitching. 8th inning, no score. Top of the order, Pirates. Marte, Luplow, McCutchen. 1 ball, no strikes.
Have to respect his speed and bunting ability. They pinch at the corners. Pedro trying to follow suit with Rondon, who was 3 up, 3 down in the 7th.
Swing and a miss. Slider at 90.
Strike 2 will allow the corners to back off a little bit. Bryant stays a little tighter to the line, with an aim towards taking away a 2-base hit down the 3rd base line.
Paradoxes in this game. That's what makes it so interesting. Sometimes guys get fooled, guys like Marte, and they lunge at a pitch and they roll over on it, but by lunging he gets a head start toward first base and he can pick up an infield hit. But this time he strikes out. Let's step aside once again, see what's coming up on WGN. Eighth inning, Pirates batting. We have not seen a run in this game. We will at some point. Hopefully in the top of the 9th.
One, maybe even 2. 2 would be good.
2 would be great.
Don't want to get greedy.
A hit is a hit, a loss is a loss, a win is a win, all that stuff. But how you get there, how it happens, always seems to affect your mood. Some pitchers hate it when they give up blue hits. No swing. Some managers would rather get blown out 12-0 than lose a 1-run game. You just never know.
Well, yeah, a lot of times in a tight game like that, you've used a lot of resources. You burn out your bullpen, and then you end up losing, and you come into the game the next night, maybe a guy or 2 short out there.
I feel like it's more than a loss. Yeah. Luplow tried to hold that time, and he did again. And he didn't even ask for an opinion. 3-2. And a 1-out walk.
Yeah, not quite close enough to get Luplow to bite. Too long ago, looked like the Marlins were sneaking into the wild card race.
Well, that's gone south.
Yeah, they're 7 games out now. They're on the verge of being swept by the Nationals, getting shut out 7-0. They're in the 8th inning tonight.
That would be their 9th loss in their last 10 games.
They scored 2 runs in game 1 of the series, 1 run yesterday, and they're being shut out this evening.
Yankees and Mets in New York are in a delay. They are in the 6th inning. Mets lead 6-3. Espazio will head to the mound. 2-0 on McCutchen.
Cubs are introducing game-changing new premier experiences at Wrigley Field. Seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club and first-class amenities. These new premier experiences will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball and America's most majestic ballpark in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List.
Brian Dunsing is up in the Cubs bullpen.
McCutchen is 4 out of 17 in his career against Strop. 2 of the 4 hits, home runs.
It's Luke Lowe at first. Fly ball to center field, deep, but caught by Happ. Luke Lowe will head back to first. 2 outs. We'll bring up Freese, who had the game-winning hit in the 8th last night.
Hit it pretty good, but he realized not good enough.
The Indians shooting for their 14th consecutive win. They've got a 1-0 lead in the 6th at the White Sox tonight. That was a race at one point, wasn't it? The American League Central. It's not anymore. Indians started the day with an 11-game lead.
Carlos Carrasco has allowed just 1 hit tonight.
Diamondbacks tonight will go for their 13th in a row. Shank foul to right.
Hey, nice play down there.
Catch over there. Twins did win earlier today, so Indians lead by 10.5. The Diamondbacks haven't trailed in 97 innings. They're just a few innings away from the all-time record. Walker and Maeda tonight in LA. Delayed steal by Luke Lowe. He's going to be out. And that's it for the Pirates. Here in the 8th. Avila to Freeman. And we're going to go to the 9th. Still tied at 0. Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Ian Happ due up. Pitchers duel here in Pittsburgh. The starters now are both out of the game. Daniel Hudson will take over after Garrett Cole went 8 innings, allowing just 2 hits and no runs.
It's in the former Diamondback, 2-5 with a .453 this year.
Ball 1 on Chris Bryant. Well, I guess, you know, the line is hate to see either of the 2 starters lose the game. Kind of a general sense. Well, neither guy will. Bryant pops it up. And it's back to the seats. Foul behind home plate. Anthony Rizzo waits on deck.
This is Hudson's first year with the Pirates after a long run with the Diamondbacks. Started with the White Sox.
He feigns Bryant.
Late 98 for you.
Yeah, he's had Tommy John surgery a couple of times. Throwing 98.
Yeah, was a starter earlier in his career. Last 3 seasons, all out of the pen. 30 years of age. Played his college ball at Old Dominion.
Came to the Pirates on a 2-year contract.
Anthony's got to have pretty good vibes in there. He's 3 out of 6 with 2 home runs against him.
Here's a 1-0 offering. 2-0.
Yeah, past performance, like the stock thing, right? Doesn't necessarily mean future results. But and that's a very small sample, 6 at bats. But as the individual, as the hitter, you know, when you've gotten a guy a couple of times, you got to go into the box feeling confident. That has to help a little bit.
With Ian Happ waiting next. Cubs are taking their walks tonight. They just haven't hit very much. They've got 2 singles. 2nd inning Baez, 8th inning Jay.
To pull out the driver.
Ball 4. Pinch runner for Rizzo. So how about Leonis Martin? Made his Cub debut as a pitcher. His 2nd appearance is as a pinch runner. Trying to check off all the boxes before he actually bats.
Well, and this isn't just, hey, we want a little more speed on there so he can score on a double or take an extra base. This is go out there and steal a bag for us.
Not running. That takes off the plate inside. 5 straight misses for Hudson.
May not be going here until Hudson finds the strike zone.
Outside now, Stewart back out to tell his guy to throw strikes.
Yeah, definitely not going to take any chances on the bases now when you've got a chance to get pushed along with a walk to Happ. Happ has clearly gotten the Pirates' attention with the good work he's done against them this year. His last at bat, Garrett Cole was very cautious with him, ended up walking him.
Ball to left. Marte is over, and that lands foul by maybe 1.5 2 feet.
Marte must have been pretty confident that that ball was foul.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to be a lot of urgency. Well, I think Martin ought to be looking to run right about now. Get a little more. Get a little more.
He takes off, swing and a miss, and the throw gets away from Mercer. Wondering if Stewart wanted to kind of throw through that swing a little bit, but he's not arguing at all. So Martin comes in and steals second base. Saw the kind of on the backswing there. Some catchers will try to initiate contact. Get an interference call. 2-2 on Happ.
I thought maybe Ian's backswing had hit his glove, but apparently not.
Swing and a miss. Big out for Hudson. 2 gone. That'll be up to Avila. Runner at second, 2 outs, a pitch. Way inside. Davis, a right-hander, Dunsing, the lefty. Pirates needed 3 bullpen mounds last night instead of the 2. They had a guy up if they were trailing, if they were tied, but not if they had the lead. And they ended up taking the lead and frantically getting Felipe Rivero ready. We got a shot of Joe talking to Dana DeMuth last night. He said he was just reminding him that Rivero only got 8 warm-up pitches. I don't let him have any more than that. 2-1.
Yeah, I think he got what he needed out in the bullpen.
Well,
it took him a while to come into the game.
The way it looked, it probably next time should say, why don't you take 15?
Yeah.
All the good ones out of the way.
He was throwing gas.
9th inning, 2 outs, scoreless tie, runner at second. The pitch inside, 3-1. Hayward on deck. The righty comes set. Now the pitch. Martin runs. There's a base hit. Cubs have the lead. Martin scores. Avila around second. He's going to try for third. It's a triple. They're on the board.
Well, he's had some big hits since joining the Cubs, and that might be a game winner. Time will tell. They were shifting him, and as most clubs do, way the other way. It didn't matter if it was going to be a base hit, regardless of where they were playing him. But Luplow had a long way to go to finally track this ball down in the right field corner. So Avila ends up at third base, but more importantly, Martin ends up crossing home plate.
Boy, Alex has had some big hits. Think of the game ender against the Blue Jays at Wrigley Field. And he puts the Cubs on the board here in the ninth inning. Ray Searage out to talk with pitcher and catcher. So it will be Wade Davis in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, Brian Dunsing takes a seat. Davis the only man throwing. Alex was 8 out of 21, a .381 batting average with runners in scoring position since joining the Cubs, coming into play tonight.
Well, why not add on here? Blooped, left field, foul ground, caught by David Freese. RBI triple by Alex Avila, knocking in pinch runner Leonis Martin. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Cubs 1, Pirates nothing. Martin. Wade Davis is on to try to notch his 29th save. The triple by Alex Avila was his first since 2013, the 8th of his big league career. David Freese to lead it off.
He's a hero for the Pirates last night. Singled, walked, and struck out tonight. This is Davis's first appearance in this series. Worked 4 times on the homestand, picked up a couple of saves. Ooh, good swing.
Miss.
Here's an interesting factoid. If this game log I'm looking at is accurate, this is his first appearance on the road since August 13th. He didn't pitch on the last road trip.
Yeah, he did. He did. Got him on the cutter. He looks fresh tonight.
Quickly dispatches David Freese. You like it away? All right, I'm going to throw it away, but it's going to move off the plate, and it's going to be down below your knees. You're going to like it enough to get started. Then you're going to want to check your swing. It's going to be too late.
Josh Bell pinch hitting for Osuna. Garrett Cole lost to the Cubs in April in this park 1-0. Gave up an unearned run. Tonight he went 8 shutout innings, gets a no decision, and the final score might be 1-0 again.
Cubs with just 3 hits. The Pirates have 6. Pirates have hit into some tough luck too. Couple lineouts. The big play of the game, the double play, the 6-5-4 double play started by Baez off the bat of Osuna. That was sharply hit. And runners on first and second, nobody out in the 6th.
Popped in the left. Baez calling off everybody. He's got it. 2 down, 9th inning. Yeah, the Cubs in that win in April, they had 2 hits. They'll be able to win a couple of 1-0 games on the road. Games in which Garrett Cole pitched really well. That'd be a big thing. John Jaso. He's in for Rodriguez. Ball 1. Key sequence tonight had to be the 6th, right? McCutchen and Freese both got on. And Baez turned the 6-5-4 double play to help Quintana escape. 1-1.
This was the guy who got it started for them last night. He took the walk to lead off the bottom of the 8th.
A strike away, 1-2 to Jaso. Tap foul. Pirates put up 2 in the 8th to steal away a win. Cubs trying to steal one tonight. And there's Garrett Cole and company. Two and 2, 97 that time from Wade.
Yeah, he doesn't live there, but he rents there every now and then. He spent a few nights at 97.
Got a timeshare. Swing and a miss. Cubs win. Cubs win. Wade Davis now 29 for